Get ready for a high-octane ride through chaos and courage. This is Extraction like you've never seen it before. In just 10 minutes, we'll break down the brutal action, emotional stakes, and pulse-pounding moments that made Extraction a global hit. From Chris Hemsworth's intense performance to the jaw-dropping stunts, this recap has everything you need. No filler, just pure adrenaline. Let's dive in. Tyler Rake is fighting Bangladesh security forces on a bridge in the middle of downtown Dhaka. Tyler is heavily injured as he is again shot by a bullet from an unseen gun. Tyler takes a moment to gather himself as he ponders his next move. Days ago, in Mumbai, India. After a day at school, Ovi Mahajan, Rudraksh Jaiswal, son of an incarcerated Indian drug lord, sneaks out of his house to visit a club. Ovi leads an extremely protected and isolated life, and the only time he gets to interact with people his own age is when he goes to school. Ovi's friends had convinced him to join a party at a club, which was attended by a girl from school that Ovi is interested in. Ovi is kidnapped by police officers working for rival drug Bangladeshi Lord Amir Asif, Priyanshu Painuli. Saju Rav, Randeep Huda, a former Indian Special Forces soldier and Ovi's protector, visits Ovi's father in prison. Unwilling to pay the ransom as it will hurt the prestige of Ovi's father, Ovi Mahajan Sr., Pankaj Tripathi, orders Saju to retrieve his son, threatening Saju's own family if he fails. Tyler Rake, Chris Hemsworth, a black market mercenary and former Australian Special Air Service Regiment soldier, is recruited by fellow mercenary Nick Khan, Golshifte Farahani, to rescue Ovi from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Tyler was backpacking in Kimberley, Australia when he got the call from Nick. Tyler has some sort of a death wish and takes on the most dangerous missions from Nick. Asif owns an army in Dhaka, and extracting Ovi is going to be near impossible. Tyler is shown to have extreme physical endurance and an ability to hold his breath underwater for extended periods of time. Rake and Khan's team prepare to extract Ovi, with his father's men set to pay them once Ovi is recovered. Tyler poses as a ransom payer for Ovi and is taken to his location to exchange the boy for money. Rake rescues Ovi, kills his captors, and takes him to the extraction point. Tyler had one sniper, Gaitan G, Sam Hargrave, posted outside, who made sure that all threats from outside the apartment are also eliminated. Learning of Ovi Jr.'s escape, Asif orders the head of the local police, Colonel Rashid Shataf Figar, to initiate an immediate lockdown of Dhaka, securing all bridges and travel points out of the city. Tyler takes Ovi to an abandoned factory to prepare him for extraction and rearms himself. He also gives Ovi something to eat to bring his blood sugar levels back up. The extraction point is a boat about 2,400 meters away, and Tyler starts going towards it. Ovi's father's men intentionally fail to transfer the funds. Instead, Saju kills Rake's teammates on the boat and intends to bring Ovi back himself to avoid any payment to the mercenary group. Khan was monitoring the whole situation via a satellite and alerts Tyler to the presence of another shooter near the boat. Tyler manages to escape with Ovi as Dhaka police finds the boat. Saju yells out to Ovi and says that he is working on behalf of his father to bring him back. Ovi begs Tyler to let him go, but Tyler senses that something is wrong, as he was the one supposed to be working for Ovi's senior. Tyler notices that Saju is working with Dhaka police to pursue Tyler. But in reality, Saju was disposing of the Dhaka police forces so he could get his hands on Ovi himself. After a lengthy car chase, Tyler takes Ovi into an apartment building, pursued by Saju and Dhaka police. Tyler eliminates Dhaka police commando forces in brutal one-to-one close combat. Lastly, Saju attacks Tyler before he can escape with Ovi. Saju manages to get his hands on Ovi when a car plows into Tyler, but then Tyler drives a truck into Saju and throws him off to get Ovi back. Tyler then stages an accident of the truck. Tyler and Ovi had jumped off it moments before it crashed to convince Dhaka police that they were dead. Tyler is heavily injured and takes refuge in a factory office to do some basic first aid on himself. Khan, who is working out of a command and control center in Dhaka, arranges for a helicopter to extract Rake outside the city, 4 km remains from his current location. Nick says that they were played as Ovi Sr. got them to do the heavy lifting and had no intention to pay. Nick tells him to abandon Ovi as they will not get paid for Ovi's extraction contract. He refuses, haunted by memories of his own son, who died at a young age when he left. Saju, meanwhile, calls his wife and tells her to disappear with his son if he does not call back again within 12 hours. Nick confirms the location of the helicopter on the other side of a Dhaka bridge. As Tyler exits the factory with Ovi, he then fights off a gang of boys led by Farhad Suraj Rikame, who is a young criminal determined to impress Asif. Tyler swats the kids off and hides with Ovi in the sewers as the police approach the location. Rake calls his friend Gaspar, David Harbour, a retired squad mate living in Dhaka, and he and Ovi lay low at Gaspar's home. Gaspar reveals Asif has placed a $10 million bounty on Ovi, which he offers to share if Rake allows him to kill Ovi. Rake refuses and fights Gaspar, who gains the upper hand but is fatally shot by Ovi. Rake calls Saju and asks for his help, forcing them to team up to escape Dhaka. Rake draws attention away from a disguised Saju and Ovi as the two make their way through a bridge checkpoint, then follows to cover their escape. Khan and her remaining mercenaries approach from the opposite side of the bridge as Asif watches from afar with binoculars. In the ensuing firefight, Saju is sniped by Asif's colonel, who is in turn sniped by Khan. Wounded, Rake instructs Ovi to run to Khan's waiting helicopter. As Rake follows, he is shot in the neck by Farhad, and seeing Ovi is safe, falls into the river. Ovi, Khan, and the extraction team escape to Mumbai. 8 months later, Khan encounters Asif in a restroom and promptly shoots him to death. Meanwhile, Ovi Jr., who's returned to Mumbai, jumps into his school's swimming pool to practice holding his breath, mirroring the scene where Tyler is introduced chronologically in the film. He surfaces to see a blurred vision of a man resembling Tyler watching him. Extraction is a 2020 American action thriller film directed by Sam Hargrave in his feature directorial debut and written by Joe Russo, based on the graphic novel Ciudad by Anda Parks, Joe Russo, Anthony Russo, Fernando Leon Gonzalez, and Eric Skillman. The film's cast features Chris Hemsworth, Rudraksh Jaiswal, Randeep Hooda, his international film debut, Golshifta Farahani, Pankaj Tripathi, and David Harbour. In the film, an Australian black ops mercenary takes on a mission to save an Indian drug lord's kidnapped son in Dhaka, Bangladesh, but the mission goes awry when he is double-crossed. Announced to be in development on 2018, the film is a direct adaptation of the 2014 graphic novel, as the Russo brothers intended to bring the story to the screen. Several deviations separate the film from the source material of the graphic novel, however, the overall story is largely maintained. Netflix released Extraction on April 24, 2020, where it received mixed reviews and became the most watched original film in Netflix's history, with over 99 million viewers during the first 4 weeks. A sequel titled Extraction 2 was released on June 16, 2023, with the main cast returning. And that's a wrap on Extraction. If you enjoyed this action-packed journey and want more blockbuster recaps in just 10 minutes, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss a mission. Got a favorite scene or moment from the movie? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next recap.